Today we're going to be talking about iris borers. This is a caterpillar stage of a night-flying moth that starts out on the leaves of an iris plant and then works its way down into the rhizome of the iris plant. It can destroy an entire bed of all of your irises in a very short time. It mostly affects the rhizome types of irises, the bearded iris, the blue flag iris that is native to North America and wetlands, and the yellow flag iris that's native to Europe and wetlands are all irises that grow with a rhizome under the soil. This caterpillar stage gets into that rhizome, clears it out and eats it, and it can introduce bacterial diseases which will rot out the rhizome the rest of the way and kill all your plants. First thing you'll notice on a plant that's starting to be infected or infested is that the leaves will start having some eaten areas. They'll start having ragged edges, and then they will start pulling off of the plant very easily. The rest of the plant that may not be affected will wilt and just drop over. The way to cure this situation is to dig up these iris plants that are showing these symptoms, find the caterpillar. Sometimes it's still in between the leaves and it can just be squished and crushed. Other times it's down into the rhizome and needs to be pulled out and destroyed at that point. And then the iris needs to be cleaned up a little bit before it's replanted so that the bacterial diseases won't continue decaying the rhizome. You can just let it sit out for a day after you've kind of cleaned it out with a cotton swab or a pocket knife and cleaned off the areas that are damaged, and let them dry for a little bit before replanting it. There's insecticides that can be used. The systemic insecticides which sprayed on the iris plants will soak into the plant and soak into the rhizome and stop the caterpillar stage. But unfortunately, in a wetland situation or in a pond like this, those insecticides can't be used, and so this iris planting is decimated, but it should have been cleaned up much earlier. I did notice these plants getting the ragged edges several weeks ago, and I could have done something about it, but I was doing a lot of other things and I just didn't get to it. So now I've got to go through and dig out the entire planting area and replant. It's a caterpillar of a night-flying moth. Doesn't take too much to notice the damage and look to see if you can kill the caterpillars at an early stage. If it's a later stage, then you'll have to do like I'm doing and check the rhizomes and clean up the entire planting area. And this is Jeff with a Green Review. Thanks for watching.